Today I'm speaking with Chris Clancy, who is the Director of Procurement at Midrex Technologies, a major gas-based DRI technology company. However, today I want to talk about a completely different topic than DRI that I think is important information to share with the business world, especially business owners.
Hi, Karen. Thanks for having me. I've been looking forward to it.
So about 2 years ago, Chris, you shared with me that your son was an intern with Midrex for 4 months and also that he is on the autism spectrum. Can you tell me more about this internship program?
Oh, absolutely. First, I think I'd like to step back for just a second and describe the Midrex mission statement. Our mission statement is rather unique. It's to love and serve. And that means exactly what it says, to love and serve. And that means to serve our community, to serve our environment, to serve our colleagues, certainly our clients, and our primary stockholder, who is Kobe Steel. So in North Carolina, um, like you said, my son is on the autism spectrum. His name is Ryan. He's quite a bright young man right now. He was a boy, of course, when he was in the high school, but he's a young man now. And he just, quite frankly, couldn't understand the traditional high school curriculum in North Carolina. Pardon me. He struggled with things like math and money and things of that nature. He just, quite frankly, couldn't understand it. So thankfully, in North Carolina, there's another curriculum called the occupational course of study. And what that means is that for the students that can't comprehend the traditional curriculum, there's this alternative. And this is about getting ready for the workplace. This is kind of pushing the books aside a little bit and talking about how you need to, what you need to do to grow into a role in today's business world. So in North Carolina, that's an option. But one of the caveats is that the student needs to have 225 hours of paid work, which is not easy, quite frankly, to find. So Midrex has a traditional internship program, and I asked if Ryan would be considered for our program. And I'll never forget what Stephen Montague, our president, said when I asked him specifically if this was available. He said, "It's the easiest decision I've made all month." So of course, Ryan is welcome here, and he worked here for about 4 months, as you noted, and he did great. And then, sure enough, he graduated. And my family was obviously incredibly proud that day.
That's amazing. What kind of makes me like just choke up a little bit because it's such a good story. What kind of tasks or jobs did your son help with in the internship program?
Well, we had just moved into a new building, and we had a lot of traditional housekeeping stuff, if you will. I mean, files that needed to be straightened up, or those binder clips. We had thousands of those, and they needed to be separated and things like that. So he did that for a while, and once we got past that, he took over just some general cleaning stuff, like the coffee room never had as much coffee in it as it did when Ryan was working, because he stuffed those envelopes, if you will, into those drawers. He got as many in there as he could. He cleaned conference rooms. He cleaned our break rooms, and I'll never forget one of my colleagues had mentioned that he always knew when Ryan was in the building because everything was straightened and clean and looked good.
There's always work that can be done, I think,
Yeah,
for anybody.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't exactly remember the exact story, but I thought you told me also that like he gave everybody high fives and like helped with morale and really just made everybody smile.
I maybe stepped out of my realm of responsibility, but I gave him a title, which was manager of high fives and hugs. And that's really what he did. I mean, he would go through our building, and if anybody wanted a high five, they got a high five. If anybody wanted a hug, they got a hug. And it was wonderful for Ryan, absolutely wonderful. But I think, my colleagues got a little bit out of it as well, because it was just kind of neat to watch him work, and he smiled all the way through. So I think everybody got a little bit out of it.
Definitely. Everybody got something good out of it. Thank you for sharing. I just feel like it's important to hear about employers creating this opportunity for individuals to gain this on-the-job training. And it just could be, I hope, eye-opening for other people. I think when we talked about it, my husband is a business owner, and so I told him about it right away. So if there's any Other
I think,
employers out there, anyone who knows someone with ASD who may not know that these programs exist, that's kind of my
yeah,
goal for
and
this little interview.
I would highly encourage employers to think about it. There's a whole community out there that needs a kind of a helping hand in getting some of their children through school. And that would be really a great assistance to all of them. And if you're in the Charlotte area, please reach out to me. We still have the program. Obviously we struggled a lot during the pandemic. We had to stop it, but we absolutely want to get it jump started again. So I do really appreciate your time that, you've given me to talk about this.
Thanks, Chris, and I hope that somebody reaches out to you about this.
Appreciate it. All
Have a
right.
great day.